Yo, what is up guys, FaZe here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and today I'm going to be going over the new bundle that has just arrived in the store. It is called the Brute Force and it contains the WZ-122-TM and the Keiler. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. You guys will have to correct me in the comment section. I know there are some German viewers watching this video, so just let me know guys, am I pronouncing that wrong? Keiler. Anyways, today I'm going to be discussing these two vehicles very quickly. I'm not going to go fully in depth in their stats and whatnot. I'm going to let you guys know if this bundle is worth getting your hands on. Are both these vehicles good in a nutshell? And what do I overall think of the bundle? With that being said, let's head straight into this. Now, and as you can see, you can actually get both these vehicles on their own and you don't actually have to pay for them both in a bundle. But I'm going to get into those in just a moment and fully discuss the bundle as it is. So the Brute Force bundle, like I said, contains the WZ and the Keiler, but it also contains a few other things like camouflages, and both are not actually legendary camouflages for these vehicles. I don't think both these vehicles actually have legendary camouflages, so that may be the reason, but you get this camouflage for the WZ-122 and you get the vertigo camouflage for the Keiler. They both look mediocre, not legendary camouflages like I said. So moving on, we have the avatar for a Forever Alive avatar, which avatars are not worth much, so don't really count that as something worth the money. Then we do have something that is actually very nice. You get some ×5 boosters and they apply to any tank in the game. So you can use these on your tech tree vehicles. So you're not actually just paying for your boosters to be used on the premium tank that is coupled with the bundle. You are actually able to use these boosters freely on your tech tree vehicle. The second set of them, however, is only able to be used on the WZ-122. So you're actually just getting 20 ×5 boosters along here that you can use on your tech tree vehicles, which is actually very nice. A lot of the times they just make both of them locked to one of the tanks that are in the bundle, but this time, yeah, they have allowed you to use it on your tech tree vehicles. Both vehicles come fully equipped, which means you won't have to spend any credits on getting these two tanks equipped. Now let's talk over on the WZ-122. Now I've spoken about this vehicle in past videos before, and I just think this tank is just nothing like it should be. This vehicle is extremely slow, and this is a medium tank, but it's extremely slow. It drives a lot like a heavium, which means that a lot of the times you're extremely slow in not getting to the position you need to get in, which is very crucial for a tank like a medium tank. And you would think, okay, does this vehicle have incredible armor and that is why it's so slow? It does have really good armor, I'll give it that, but to equal tier tanks like tier 8, and even tier 9, they're going to absolutely pen this vehicle everywhere. Like the turret will be penned, it's grey, the upper hull is a guaranteed pen, so don't think you're going to be bouncing shells. You feel extremely slow, which makes you think that you can maybe bounce some shells, but you really won't, especially if you're inversing equal tier tanks that have good pen, and even tier 9 vehicles. Tier 7 vehicles, you're going to bounce a majority of them, so that's pretty nice. You will bounce majority shells coming from medium tanks. This tank cannot side scrape. It's a medium tank that doesn't really have side scraping abilities, but at a certain angle, every tank can side scrape, so I'll give it that. But yeah, you can also pen this vehicle no problem in the rear because it only has 50mm of rear armor. Yeah, a lot of the tanks are going to pen this tank no problem in the back with high explosive, and the turret overall is actually pretty nice, but as you can see, there's these two hatches. Now let's talk over the gun. Gun-wise, this vehicle hits hard. It's a lot like the SDG that is currently in the Luxury Lounge event, and it has a 400 alpha damage shot, which is actually very nice. It means that you are hitting people extremely hard. And similar to the SDG and the Chinese medium tanks is that these guns have extremely good aim time, which means you can actually hit things very easily because your aim time is so good. So overall, the gun is very nice in certain scenarios because while the dispersion isn't the greatest, you do have very good aiming time, which allows you to hit shots on the dime. The tank has armor, which is pretty nice, but like I said, against tier 8s and tier 9s, it's not great and you're not really going to bounce much. And the main downfall for this vehicle is that it's extremely slow for the type of tank it is. I wish it was a bit faster, and that is the let go of this tank. I don't really like the WZ-122-TM too much, but I'm curious to think what you guys think. Do you like the WZ? Let me know. Now the Keiler, I also have some negative things to talk about. Now the vehicle is actually pretty nice. It has a very good gun, a lot of pen, and it hits hard enough. As you can see, it actually has less alpha damage than the WZ-122 that is coupled in this bundle with it, and that is just saying something. A heavy tank has less alpha than the medium tank, which is actually pretty nice for the medium tank's sake, but for a heavy tank, yeah, you're going to be wishing you had more alpha, because a lot of times you're going to be hitting 200 rolls with this vehicle. It's a lot like the Lover. However, I would actually suggest getting the Lover over this vehicle. Now, as you can see, it has like an E75 type of hull, which works in its favor. It means that this upper hull is actually extremely strong, a lot stronger than that on the Lover. But what's nice about the Lover is that its gun is way miles ahead of this guy's gun. This tank's gun really feels lacking in most scenarios, and I find it to be very frustrating to play now and then because its gun is just not as accurate and as versatile as you would rather want it to be, and in that regard, yeah, you're going to be wishing you had a better gun. Armor-wise, you can't really pen this tank's turret at all. The upper hull is extremely strong. You can side scrape like a beast in this tank, and the only place you're really going to be penning this vehicle is on the lower plate, which is very nice. Which means that the overall armor on this vehicle is actually better than the Lover, but as you can see here, there are some of these little flat rounded bits over here that can be penned by higher tier tanks, but as long as you're moving and stuff, you're going to be just fine. One issue about this vehicle is that its hatch is a lot bigger than the Lover, which you might be thinking, why am I bringing up the Lover so much? I just think that both the Lover and this tank are very similar, and if you're somebody who already owns a Lover, there's no point in getting this vehicle because it's basically a Lover with a worse gun in regards to just having a bit more armor and a better armor profile in that regard. But the Lover can also side scrape like a beast. It has a lot of armor as it is as well, especially against tier 7s. No one is really going to pen you in that regard. Moving on to getting them solo. What do I think of the prices of this bundle and them solo? Personally, 12,500 gold, not great for this bundle, guys. I am unfortunately going to have to say that because a lot of other bundles have been better and have been at the same price as this. They've given you better tanks like the Barask and such, and for that reason, I don't really think that 12,500 gold is a worthwhile price for both these vehicles because they're just both mediocre tanks. You're going to get bored of them very quickly. There's nothing very fun about them because they're both extremely slow tanks. They both have okay guns, while the WZ-122 does have a pretty fun, high alpha, very quick aiming time gun. It does fall short in that mobility, which makes you pull your hair out sometimes because you're just so slow in compared to everybody else. Overall, 8,500 gold to buy the WZ-122 stock on its own is not really great as well. 8,500 gold, you could possibly save that for Black Friday, which is coming up pretty soon. So save your gold, don't buy this bundle. It is not the greatest bundle out there. And I can guarantee you either Black Friday or Christmas event is going to give you way better tanks than this at the same price, if not cheaper. So just keep your gold, guys. This bundle is not the greatest. Let me know what you guys think of this bundle. However, I want to know your thoughts just to see that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these two vehicles are very good in most of your guys' eyes. I'd really like to know that. But anyways, that is it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. Hope you shall hit their marks and I'll check you in the next one. Cheers.